Let's talk how to be a day trader and more specifically, the time requirement, right? If you're gonna do something, how much time is it gonna take? Is it gonna actually be well worth it? And that's a very wise, that's something that hopefully you are considering is, okay, I wanna do this trading thing, whether it be as really any sort of side hustle or just income stream formation, it's a valid thing to be just wondering, okay, yeah, but what about the time component? How much time is needed to actually make it worth it? And I want to just quickly, answer that question here for you because it's something I get asked all the time. Again, a great question, but now instead of having to type something up, I can just link people to this video real quick and then actually show them an example of what I mean. So don't worry, this is not going to be a situation where I just sit here in front of the blackboard and talk theory the whole time. I'll show you an exact example of what I mean. So how much time do you need? Well, let me take a step back. How you define worth it, that's going to be up to you. Meaning it's only going to be worth it if I can have a Lamborghini in my garage, if I can have 3, mansions around the world, and if I can have a Rolex watch collection. That's what it's going to be worth for me. I'm not judging you. That's cool. All right, you have big goals. I hope you achieve them. But if you're someone that's like, no, I just want to make a few bucks to supplement my full-time job income, or I just want, a few thousand here or there, then that's going to be a much different time requirement. So I mean, what is it worth it? Like I said, you kind of got to narrow that down. But assuming that you don't want some sort of, private jet and, a fleet of yachts, then you really don't need that much time. In fact, I would argue that assuming you want to day trade, then the time you would need is 30 minutes. Do you have 30 minutes in your day? Preferably in the morning. So for the people out on the West Coast where the market opens up at 6:30 a.m., I mean, assuming your job, starts later in the day, I mean, you're going to easily have 30 minutes. Yeah, the downside is you have to wake up early, but hey, I mean, if you want this, if you're willing to hustle and drive, well, then you can easily get that 30 minutes. But with that being said, maybe you want to do more of let's call it not as intense, meaning I don't want to be a day trader, but I want to be more so, I still want to be involved in the markets, but not really in the sense of, okay, I got to go, 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 go. Well, then at that point, you don't need, it's not a matter of time. It's a matter of you just need the right strategies. And from that, I would, is where swing trading would come into play, right? So again, you don't want maybe necessarily the quote unquote intensity of a day trader, but you still do want to partake. But I mean, how much time is required? Well, you don't really need time. I mean, you need time, but it's not during normal market hours. You can do stuff at night. You could do stuff over the weekend, but that's going to be more of a swing trading perspective. So you can, there's a lot of other videos on my channel about that. But just from strictly, hey, I do want to do day trading. I do want to get involved in the markets. I would say 30 minutes. Now, big disclosure here before I go to the cut to my live trade here. This is not going to happen every morning. It's not going to happen every week. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is that 30 minutes is more than enough time to make worthwhile money. Because as you're about to see, the amount of money I make in 1 minute, it's pretty crazy. Once again, I'm not saying it happens all the time. My point here is that when you can make that amount of money, as you're going to see here, in 1 minute, I mean, 30 minutes, that's good enough time. Now, if you can bump that up to 45 minutes, even better. An hour, hey, that's even better. But the core point here is that just because the markets are open from 9:30 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern does not mean that in order to be a day trader, to trade the markets, you need to just sit in front of your computer that whole time. You only need a little section of that time. So that is where the 30 minute comes into play. So let's go to my desktop here and I'll show you just what I mean about really not needing that much time at all. So there is the market open. In at 460.22, like I said, I think this thing wants to pull back some here. So it took out 200 there. Took out another 100 there. Took out 50 more there. See if we can get this to, there we go. Took out 25 more there. And I'm happy with that. $1,000 in less than 1 minute. Pretty crazy, huh? It's good stuff. Now, if you're not familiar with my screen, I got in at 9:30:06, got out at 9:30:53. So everything happened in less than 1 minute, over $1,000. The market is a fantastic place. And again, like I said, you saw me type that all to the community. So if you're wondering how the community works, the community had the same exact opportunity there. And in hindsight, I suppose I could have let that move a little bit more. Pretty crazy, huh? $1,000 in, technically speaking, under 1 minute. So, I mean, crazy to actually think that's possible. But it really goes to show that you don't need a ton of time. You don't need hours upon hours every day. What you need is a strategy. What you need is a system and rules to follow that are going to pinpoint those trades that occur within, whatever time frame or whatever, set, allotment of time you're using. But when you have those pieces in place, it's not some sort of massive time commitment. So don't get scared away from the markets thinking, I just don't have hours upon hours to be studying and researching and do all this stuff. No, you need about 30 minutes and you can actually make respectable money. Again, cruising the world in your fleet of yachts, I suppose maybe, but I would not go into it with that thought process. But if you're just looking to go at it from a side hustle, create some extra revenue type perspective, then yeah, that is totally doable. So if you found this video helpful, a couple quick requests on my part, please hit that like button, comments, questions, suggestions, leave those down below. In fact, let me know, let other people know, how long do you really trade per day? For me, it's right around 30 minutes to 45 minutes, maybe an hour. But yeah, I'm curious, how long do you trade? What is your goal to be done with each day? How long are you looking to trade every day? And then finally, check out the channel as a whole. If you like that little live trade segment that I just showed, there's an entire playlist on the channel with a lot more of those. So you can check out that playlist. But hopefully you decided to hit that subscribe button because you like what you see enough, as I would love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. So yeah, go out there, start to maybe hopefully twist some things, turn some things, get a better understanding. Because yeah, it is totally possible with 30 minutes or maybe even less. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.